What is going on, YouTubeverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you another Top 5 on this glorious Top 5 Friday. And guys, we're moving through the 2000s. We've hit 2004. Which was a great year in music history when you really look at it. And so we're going to talk about my top 5 favorite songs of that year. I think I whittled it down, so let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it. At number 5... Float On by Modest Mouse from the album Good News for People Who Love Bad News, which I love that title. Great album, by the way, but this is really the highlight of that record. It is so catchy. It's probably the first Modest Mouse song that was like a true big hit. You heard it everywhere you went, and for great reason. I mean, aside from it just having this very up-tempo, jangly rhythm, it's so fun, you know, lyrically, where he starts out the song saying, "I backed my car into a cop car the other day, but like it turned out it was all okay." You know, it's just like such silly stuff, but it just makes you feel good, puts a big smile on your face, and we all float on okay. So you gotta have it on your top 5. Now at number 4. Where the Devil Don't Stay by Drive-By Truckers. Man, this is from the album The Dirty South, which I think is probably the Truckers' best record. And of course, many of you may know, at that time, Jason Isbell was a member of that band, and he's gone on to do some great things on his own. He had some really cool songs on here where he led the charge. This one, I can't remember who the vocalist is on it, but it's definitely not Jason Isbell. But man, this sounds like just southern, gritty country rock in a good way. It's like taking The Devil Went Down to Georgia and just making it dark and muddy, and the huge guitars, the slide guitar on this song is just incredible, and just that syncopated rhythm on the rhythm guitars, that dun 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 dun. Oh man, it's just got so much energy and drama, and I don't know what he's talking about lyrically. It's something about, bootlegging and stuff. It doesn't matter because it's just such a great rocker. And when the two guitars are soloing at the end on either end of the stereo, it's just, it's brilliant stuff. And that's just my number 4. So now at number 3, Slow Night, So Long by Kings of Leon from Aha Shake Heartbreak, the opening track from that album, and the first song of theirs that I ever heard, because at the time, I may have told this story when I talked about this record, back when Borders bookstores would let you listen to albums. I put the headphones on, turned this on, and man, I was just transported instantly. Great guitar riff just from the onset. And then when Caleb Followill comes in with those just, nobody sounds like the dude. If anything, he sounds a little bit like Chris Stapleton, but they came on the scene sooner, let's be honest. But then, man, when it gets to that chorus, which is basically just an instrumental of the band just doing this crazy guitar and drums. Nathan Followill's drumming on this song is just top notch. The band just in fine form. And by the end of it, when they do that little kind of outro that segues perfectly into the next song, you know you're in for one of the best albums of that year or even decade. And this song, I think, is just the best on that record. So that's my number 3. Now at number 2, Harmonica Song by the Helio Sequence from the album Love and Distance. And if you've seen my Great 28 album openers, you'll know that actually the last song was on there as well. And this song also one of the greatest album openers of all time. I told you 2004 was a good year for music, and man, I'm telling you, this album as a whole is phenomenal. What these two guys can pull off with just a drum set, a guitar, a harmonica, his vocals, and some electronics in the background is just mesmerizing. The guitar riff on this thing is just incredible, and it just sounds so huge. It's one of those songs that since I've heard it for the first time, which, by the way, was live opening for Kings of Leon on the Ha Ha Shake Heartbreak Tour, I've listened to it in the car almost, very regularly on mixed CDs ever since. And yes, I still listen to CDs in the car. And yes, I have an older car, but hey, gotta love mixed CDs, man. And this song is just one of the greatest ever. And that's just my number 2. So now at number 1, Jolene by Ray LaMontagne off of Trouble, his debut album, which is just a beautiful record from start to finish. But this song, man, it's just, he already had me sucked in from the first 3 songs on this record, but I remember vividly the first time listening to this album off of the recommendation of Zach Braff. I never do that. I never buy albums just based off of somebody saying an album is great, but I did on this, and it paid off big time, because by the time you get to Jolene, the second to last song, this song is just one of the greatest songs ever written. Just beautiful melody. The vocals, Ray could sing a phone book and it would sound great, but it just transports you and you can visualize everything, especially when he's saying a picture of you holding a picture of me in the pocket of my blue jeans. I mean, come on, man. This is, a lot of people say Jolene by Dolly Parton is one of the greatest of all time. This Jolene is better, and I will stand by that. And to me, thus far, it's the greatest song written in this new millennium. And yeah, I know that's saying something, but I stand by that. It is just incredible. One of the greatest heartbreaking love ballads of all time. And that's my list, guys. So let me know in the comments below what your top 5 would be. If you're so bold, leave me a top 10, because as you can see, there was so much great music that year. So many great artists coming onto the scene, like Sweet Ray LaMontagne. And yeah, guys, so let me know what you think. Guys, we got top 5s every Friday, album reviews, so much more. Thank you for watching, and as always, Viva La Vinyl. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and be sure to ring the bell for notifications so you can always see great quality content like you're seeing on the screen right now. Thank you so much for supporting Johnny Radio, and I'll see you soon.